There you go, Mel. You don't want that.
Sorry for the delay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's game between the visiting Grace College Lancers and your Spring Arbor University Cougars.
Woo!
As a member of the NAIA, we are committed to the true spirit of competition by being a champion of character through the 5 core values the NAIA embraces: respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values by creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Would you please stand for prayer and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem? Our dearly Father, we thank you so much for this day, for safe travels for Grace College. We ask that you keep this game injury-free and that everything these players do would be for your honor and glory. In your name we pray, amen. And now for the Lions. First for the visiting Lancers. A senior guard from Kimmel, Indiana, number 3, Kelsey Peterson. A sophomore guard from Marion, Indiana, number 20, Veronica Drake. A junior guard from Fishers, Indiana.
Hello everybody and welcome to Bakowitz Court. I'm Matthew Plementosh and my partner Patrick Dorr, and we have a pretty good matchup for you today.
That's right, Matt. We got the visiting Grace Lancers coming into Bakowitz Court to take on your Spring Arbor University Cougars. And Grace sits at 14-13 on the year. They're 8-7 in the Crossroads League, and Spring Arbor, they're 10-16 overall, and they are 4-11 in the Crossroads League.
So yeah, both teams not really having the season that they want, but for Grace, it's not too late. They're one game over 500, and if they can win these last couple, they can make some noise in the postseason. Now, for your starting lineups for the Cougars.
Alright, so those are your starters for Spring Arbor University, and for the Grace College Lancers, starting at guard, number 3, Kelsey Peterson. Number 20, Veronica Drake. Number 21, Brooke Sugg. Number 23, Pam Miller. And number 24, Lexi Minix.
So it should be a good one here this Saturday afternoon. Nothing better than to watch a game of basketball.
Yeah, especially with how cold it is outside.
Absolutely. It's cold outside. We'll see if either team can get off to a red-hot start from the field. Spring Arbor wins the opening tip-off. That's Faith Johnson. Now to Goggin. Back to Johnson. Johnson drives. Step back, kicks it back to Goggin. Down low to Sarah White. Sarah White goes to work. Her shot's no good. Rebound by Veronica Drake from the Lancers. They're coached by Scott Blum in his 14th season. And Sugg, she gets fouled. So the first foul of the day is going to go to number 22, Autumn Goggin. Our first team first. It's Peterson with it now. Peterson to Sugg. Sugg to Minix, and her shot falls. Grace takes the first lead of the game. Want to give a quick shout out to the boy, the man on the camera, Patrick Dorr.
Don't mention it.
Doing his work, as well as the man himself, Andrew Jones, on the computer.
It's been a big past week for Andrew Jones.
Yes, it has. Wait, can you kind of explain a little bit to that?
You know, we would have to put the man himself on the mic later on.
Yes, we might have to. It's been a big couple days for him. Ryan Lair strips that ball away for the Cougars. Goggin. Now to Johnson. Down low to White. That pass comes right out of Sarah White's hands. Brooke Sugg drives, shot, no good. Rebound is loose. Foul is going to be called on Grace. This one is going to be on number 23, Pam Miller, the junior forward from Warsaw, Indiana. So here's Faith Johnson to Goggin. Kicks it out to Nelson for three. No good. Rebound goes to the Lancers. It's Veronica Drake. Veronica Drake hands it off to Brooke Sugg. Brooke Sugg over to Kelsey Peterman. Peterson shots no good. Rebound by Pam Miller, who gets the second effort points there. The Lancers take a 4-0 lead. Johnson. Nice little step back. She has an open shot. Mid-range jumper does not fall. Rebound by Drake. Those are the kind of shots you're going to want to take, Pat.
Absolutely.
Wide open.
Yeah, Faith Johnson, she's demonstrated that she has that ability all season long. And my goodness.
Veronica Drake.
Yeah. I feel that's the kind of shot you try to pull off in a game of horse.
Right.
In the driveway, you're falling backwards. You're trying to
throw it up.
Yeah. So, you know what? Kudos to her.
She made it in
game,
and she'll have an and one opportunity and makes it. As the Lancers out to a 7-0 lead early in this first quarter. Johnson to White. White still has it. Back to Johnson. Nelson. Drives to Goggin. Goggin takes screen from White. Kicks it out to Faith Johnson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson drives, spins, lays it up. Shot's no good. Ball still loose. And now corralled by the Lancers. Veronica Drake passes it up to Sugg. Sugg for three, and she hits it. Lancers on a 10-0 run to start this game as Spring Arbor takes a timeout. 6:27 left to go in this one. We're going to take a break.
All right, checking back in here at Blackwoods Court. That timeout brought to you by one of our faithful sponsors, and that'd be Crocs. Not fashionable, but highly comfortable.
Absolutely.
Saw quite a few Crocs out there in the snow today and yesterday.
On people's feet or just in snowbanks?
No, on people's feet.
Okay.
They work just as well as snow boots.
Yes, they do. I feel like you can also use them as ice skates. You just slide around if you want.
Absolutely. I would have to agree with that. I can't say I've ever done that, personally, but
I'm still trying to find a pair of Crocs in my size.
Gotta get on that, Matt.
Yeah, it's kind of hard being pretty tall.
Oh, yeah. I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
Patrick Dorr would know. That ball's stolen away by Rachel Nelson. She drives. She has a mismatch on her, but is going to be called for the double dribble. Checking in for Spring Arbor, number 43, Gabby Barnett. And Sarah White checks out. Pat, the Cougars got to get something going on the offensive end.
Yeah, they need to find something. They need to find some points, first of all. They need to find a little bit of rhythm on the offensive end. Seems like every time they come down, they're just coughing the ball up.
Peterson for three, no good. Ball still loose. To Ryan Lair. Over to Nelson. Nelson to Faith. Back to Nelson. Calms it down a bit. Slowed the tempo down. Nelson to Goggin for three. No good. Rebound to the Lancers. That's Veronica Drake. Hauls that one in. She has trouble with her dribble, but goes right to Peterson. There's Drake with it again. Foul is going to be called on Grace. That's a blocking foul.
A great job by the senior Faith Johnson, stepping in there, absorbing some contact, and drawing the foul for Spring Arbor, who really needs something.
They need something to go their way. That's for sure. Anne-Marie Wright checks in to this game, as Rachel Nelson's going to have a break. Another foul.
Yeah, Faith Johnson again.
She's out here drawing fouls on senior day. Spring Arbor really needs a bucket on this possession. Autumn Goggin catches the inbound. Step back. That's only a two. Shot's no good. Just seems like they're just jacking up shots here.
Yeah, especially while pretty heavily defended there.
Brooks Sugg lays it up and lays it in. As Grace is up to a 12-point lead. Little scoreboard malfunction there. Right to Lair. Goggin. Goggin drives, kicks it to Wright. Wright to Johnson. Lair, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Wright, mid-range jumper is short. And the shooting woes continue for the Cougars.
Absolutely. They started this game 0 for 9, while Grace is 5 for 8.
So here's Dre. To Peterson. Back to Drake. 6 minutes into this first quarter. And Grace is up to a 12-0 lead. Peterson to Drake. Drake to Miller. That was stripped away by Wright. To Johnson. Johnson to Goggin for three. And the Cougars are on the board. Autumn Goggin puts the Cougars on the scoreboard.
That's right. Showing her best stuff on senior day.
That's number 23, Pam Miller. 2 points to the Lancers. Johnson to Goggin. Drives to Barnett. Kicks it out to Wright for three. No good. Amy Wright having some trouble from beyond the arc. The other senior, Autumn Goggin, going to take that charge.
Yeah, so Autumn Goggin draws that foul, and Grace's, you can tell they're pushing the pace a little bit, trying to get down the floor, and they're looking for some easy buckets.
Gracie Cabana checks into this one as Faith Johnson gets a break. To Goggin. To Barnett. To Wright. Oh, that pass is picked off by Kelsey Peterson, and she's going to have the easy layup. Timeout is taken on the floor. 2:30 left to go in this one. It's getting ugly early. Grace 16, Spring Arbor 3 on the Cougar Sports Network.
Arbor game today to honor the Spring Arbor University seniors Faith Johnson and Autumn Gaga.
Career, but do you have a competitive advantage? An online degree from Spring Arbor University can set you apart in as few as 18 months. Ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best colleges in the region, we offer a respected and convenient way to excel in business, communication, nursing, education, and spiritual leadership. Enjoy a renewed commitment to your career and family, and advancement in your sphere of influence. Spring Arbor University Online. Live on purpose.
Welcome back to Bakowitz Court. That timeout was brought to you by Ada's Kitchen. The one and only little Spring Arbor secret. Good soup, salad, sandwich even.
The combo lombo, soup and sandwich.
Gracie Cabana gets the roll. And she knocks the three down, cuts the lead down to 10. Need to get something going here, end this quarter on a good run. There's Peterson. Corner to Sugg. Down low to Minix. Her shot's no good. Rebound by Barnett. Up to right. Right to pass to Goggin is just too far ahead of her.
In for the Lancers, number 12, Michaela Box.
Michaela Box checks in for the Lancers. As Kelsey Peterson's going to get a break. So here's Drake. To Box. To Sugg. Back to Box. Good defense here by Spring Arbor. And Sugg has it again. She drives. Her shot is good.
Man.
That's just good dribbling by the Lancers.
Absolutely. Just slicing through the defense like a hot knife through butter.
Absolutely. If you're trying to cut some butter, heat it up. Heat your knife up. You'll cut it easier. There's Cabana. She comes in this game, a little spark plug. Gets a couple points here for the Cougars.
Yeah, Gracie Cabana just said, anything you can do, I can do better. And she just knifed through the defense there too.
Three-pointer by the Lancers is no good. Rebound by Barnett to Cabana, and she's going to get fouled. It's going to be called on Brooke Sugg, her first, team fifth.
At the line for the Cougars, number 21, Gracie Cabana.
Gracie Cabana goes to the line to shoot two. Her first shot is no good.
In for the Cougars, number 33, Rachel Nelson, number 12, Faith Johnson.
Faith Johnson and Rachel Nelson check in for the Cougars as Ryan Lair and Autumn Goggin take a seat. Cabana's second free throw is good. Cuts the lead down to 9. It's Box to Drake. That ball goes out of bounds. Break goes to Spring Arbor there, as they're going to have a chance to add a couple more as this quarter comes to a close. 28 seconds on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. It's Cabana to Nelson. Nelson to Johnson. To Cabana. Down low to Barnett. Kicks it out to Johnson. She tries to go down low to Barnett, and that pass is just too high as the Lancers strip it. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, Drake shoots in, no good.
So Spring Arbor got up to a little bit of a slow start in this one, but they picked it up at the end as they trail by 9. Grace has 18. Spring Arbor, again, 9 points. So we'll see you back here in about a minute.
arbors? How many do they have? How many does spring arbor have?
Did you want the first buzzer? I'm sorry.
All right, so we're checking back in here in second quarter. Grace leads by 9. And that shot is no good from number 12, Michaela Box, as Faith Johnson brings it up the floor. And she just to Anne-Marie Wright, who's going to let it fly. And that three's good from the freshman phenom, number 15.
Excellent ball movement there by Spring Arbor.
Absolutely, just getting the ball up the floor. And we got a little injury down here from Grace. Looks like number 24, that's Lexi Minnix. She tripped up on the sideline. So she's going to be replaced by Brooke Sugg, the junior guard from Fishers, Indiana.
Yeah, I hope nothing too serious happened there.
Yeah, we got...
She's hobbling off the court onto the bench.
That's right. Trusty Spring Arbor University trainer Dave. He's going to tend to her on the sideline. So Grace with it now. Lauren Godfrey passes it off to Brooke Sugg. Sugg goes to Kiana Stahl. They feed it down low to Michaela Box. Her shot's no good. But the rebound, tip to the corner. She gets her own rebound. And the ball now. Lauren Godfrey, she'll let the three fall fly. Again, no good. And Faith Johnson with a block. But again, Grace with another offensive rebound. And Brooke Sugg, she knocks down that three-pointer.
You just got to box out better.
Yeah, you cannot afford to give Grace 3 opportunities on the offensive end. So the Lancers lead is now at 9. Faith Johnson brings it across half court.
Yeah, you just got to be able to box out and grab those defensive rebounds.
Absolutely, especially after 2 tips like that. Faith Johnson's runner's no good. Rebound, Kiana Stahl, she brings it up. She's going to find Godfrey in the corner. Her shot rims out. Rebound by Rachel Nelson, who's pushing the pace. She's going to find Gracie Cabana, who's going to pull up for the jumper, and that's short. Rebound, Kayla Warbill.
I think Spring Arbor just tried to do a little too much there.
Yeah, I think maybe if they slowed it down a little bit, they would have had a better opportunity to score.
I think so.
But, you know, any opportunity to score for Spring Arbor is a good opportunity because they haven't seen many of them yet this game.
No, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Cabana with it now. She's going to step back and pop another 3 ball, and that's short again. Brooke Sugg corrals the rebound, and she's going to pass that off to Kiana Stahl, who feeds it to Lauren Godfrey, and she's going to swing it back to Brooke Sugg. Now back to Stahl. She's going to let it fly, and that's a good shot from the corner for the freshman guard from Walkerton, Indiana.
Yeah, Spring Arbor's got to do better on defense there. They're just giving Grace any shot they want.
Yeah, it looks like they were in a little bit of a daze. You know, good ball movement there from the Lancers, but Spring Arbor just kind of lagging behind.
That's what it's looking like. I mean, granted, Spring Arbor all season has been a second-half team.
Indeed.
But, man, if they could just play with high intensity both halves, their season might be a little different.
Yeah, what a team they might be if they could bring the second-half intensity to the first half. As we see it again, Michaela Box just slips right past Gabby Barnett. And the Lancer lead is now to 12. So Faith Johnson working on Kiana Stahl. She gets the ball stripped from her. Cabana has her pass deflected. Good hustle there from the Lancers, but unfortunately, tip it right back to Spring Arbor. And Anne-Marie Wright tries to find Gabby Barnett down low, but the pass is unable to be completed.
I would have liked Anne-Marie Wright to shoot that one there.
Yeah, she had open space.
I think she's starting to lose a little bit of her confidence in her shot.
I hope not. I mean, she's certainly got one of the better shots in the team.
Yeah.
You know, her and Gracie Cabana, 2 freshmen, very capable of making shots from the outside. And checking in for the Cougars, senior forward, number 22, Autumn Goggin. The freshman forward, number 34, Sarah White. And starter, Ryan Lair. As Lauren Godfrey lets that one fly, but that's no good. And Goggin corrals the rebound. She's looking to push the pace, but she slows it up, feeds it to Rachel Nelson, who's looking left, finds Goggin. Goggin working on Kiana Stahl there. She dishes it off to Rachel Nelson. Rachel Nelson finds Sarah White down low. The lefty hook is just no good.
Man, neither big here for Spring Arbor, if that's White or Barnett, have been having any success down low against the Lancers.
Yeah, it's certainly unfortunate. Spring Arbor only has 4 points in the paint. And Grace has 14, which is not a good ratio if you're Spring Arbor, Matt.
Yeah, it's also not a very good ratio, and your three-point percentage is higher than your field goal percentage for Spring Arbor.
That's not what you want. Spring Arbor, a paltry 5 of 18 from the field. Grace is 11 of 24. Good hustle there from Ryan Lair to corral the ball, but Rachel Nelson is unable to keep possession of it. So that's a turnover for Spring Arbor. They're 6 of the game. So Michaela Box feeds it in to Kiana Stahl as she'll set up the offense here. She feeds it to Brooke Sugg, goes down low to Pam Miller, who's going to find Stahl with it, and she's going to pop a 3-ball. And that is no good again, but we got a foul down low on the Lancers. That's going to be on number 24. Number 23, Pam Miller.
Yeah, if you're going to take any positive away from this game so far for Spring Arbor, you've been drawing a lot of fouls.
That's a good point, Matt. Absolutely. However, negatively, Spring Arbor has not been able to score a lot of points this game.
No, absolutely. And you got to score points to win ball games.
That's right.
That's what the old dad used to tell me.
There we go. Nothing better than good advice from Dad. As Autumn Goggin gets her right hand floater to fall, which cuts the Lancer lead down to 10 points. So 4:44 to go in the second quarter. Grace leads by 10. Make that 12 as number 12, Michaela Box, has her left-handed layup fall through. So Spring Arbor, they need some points here, Matt.
Yes, they do.
They want to make the second half close, but Autumn Goggin, she says, let me go to work. That's 2 trips down the floor and 2 points more in the paint for Autumn Goggin, the senior forward, celebrating senior day.
Yeah, she was like, hey, I heard you, Pat. We need points. I'll go get you some.
That's right. And unfortunately, Michaela Box heard us as well, and she's getting herself some points.
Yeah, we were trying to talk to the Cougars, not the Lancers. So we need Spring Arbor to score, not the Lancers.
That's a good point. Goggin lets it fly, and that one is a little too strong. Rebound by Pam Miller as the Lancers push the pace again.
Something they've liked to do.
It's true, and it's worked well so far this year, and especially in this game for them, as Brooke Sugg scores on that one. That's going to be her 12th point of the game on 5 of 7 shooting. So if you're Coach Frost, you got to find somebody to shut down Brooke Sugg. So Ryan Lair feeds it to Sarah White, who dishes it off to Rachel Nelson. Nelson's going to find Johnson in the lane. Johnson's going to draw the foul, and she's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Excellent work there by the senior to draw yet another foul. I think she's drew like 3 or 4 fouls.
Yeah, she's certainly drawn 3 or 4 on the defensive end, and now 2 here on the offensive end. So if you're Faith Johnson, it's important to do the little things well, and she's doing them well today.
Number 20, Veronica Drake, and number 32, Rachel Montgomery.
So checking in for the Lancers, number 20, Veronica Drake, sophomore guard from Marion, Indiana, and number 32, sophomore forward, Rachel Montgomery from Williamstown, Kentucky. As Faith Johnson connects on her second free throw. Trims the Lancer lead to 13, so it's Grace 32, Spring Arbor 19, with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. As Brooke Sugg dishes it off to Veronica Drake, and she's going to let that one fly, and she connects again.
Number 20, Veronica Drake.
So Grace finding some success from 3-point range. That's their 4th triple of the day. And Nelson, she's going to let a jumper fly, and that's just short. And we got a foul. It's going to be called on Ryan Lair.
Cougar foul number 11, Ryan.
That's going to be her first foul, team first. As Grace leads by 16 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. So Stahl hands it off to Sugg, back to Stahl. She looks over the court, doesn't find what she wants. She passes it up to Sugg, who's going to get a little mix-up in the paint. It's a steal by Autumn Goggin. Rachel Nelson looking to push it a little bit, but she pulls up. And she's going to fire a three, and that is no good again. As the Lancers get another rebound. They're 21st of the first half. As Drake hands it off to Stahl. Stahl feeds it to Caleb Box, and Box finds Sugg. She's going to let a floater go, and that's good again. Number 21, Brooke Sugg.
She's having herself a great game.
Yeah, she's got 14 points so far. 3 assists, 2 rebounds, so she's stuffing the stat sheet.
Yeah, Grace is shooting really well from the field, 50%. They're 15 for 30. And shooting also well behind the arc. 4 for 11, that's good for 36% clip.
Yeah.
Now Spring Arbor, they're still struggling from the field. They have 30% from the field and 33% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, those are not good numbers.
Not what you want to see.
And even more concerning, Spring Arbor's being out-rebounded 21-11, which is, you know, it's tough to win a game being out-rebounded. So checking in for Cougars, number 15, Anne-Marie Wright, as Autumn Goggin's jumper is no good there. Brooke Sugg with it now, hands it off to Veronica Drake. She surveys the offense. Hands it off to Brooke Sugg, who finds Kiana Stahl. Passes it to Drake. Drake drives with the right hand, lays it up, and that's good.
2-point basket number 20, Veronica Drake.
So Grace extends their lead to 20 points here with just about a minute to go in the first half. As Goggin finds Ryan Lair in the left wing. Back to Rachel Nelson, down low to Sarah White. She's going to turn around and get fouled by number 32, Rachel Montgomery. So the freshman forward.
It's an interesting call. I think the Spring Arbor got help there by a call.
Yeah, looked like a lot of, ball on that one, but hey, we'll take it.
I guess so.
As the freshman from Kalamazoo, Michigan, Plainwell native, knocks down the first free throw.
Just kind of sad to see that Spring Arbor's getting a lot of calls in their favor, yet they're not taking advantage of those calls. As they're down a pretty good amount.
So Stahl with it now. She passes it off to Drake. Back to Drake again, back to Stahl. They're going to find Sugg on the corner. She surveys the offense. She's going to find number 3, Kelsey Peterson in the lane. She absorbs contact. Her shot's no good. Rebound, Ryan Lair. Passes up to Autumn Goggin. Goggin finds Nelson all the way down the floor. And Nelson's shot is just a little bit short. But Sarah White with the rebound. And her second chance opportunity is no good. As Drake corrals it and slows it down. So 25 seconds to go. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Grace can hold for the last shot. As Brooke Sugg passes it off to Kiana Stahl, who finds Peterson in the lane. Passes up to Drake in the corner, and her 3 ball is just short. But she gets her own rebound. And we got 6 seconds to go here in the first half. As Drake is holding on to it, and she makes a move, and her shot is no good. So the final score here in the first half is the Grace Lancers 39 points and Spring Arbor 21. And it's another slow start for Spring Arbor, Matt.
Yes, it is. Really not the start that you wanted to see. But they're being paced on the offensive end with Goggin with 7. And rebounding, Lair has 4. And Faith Johnson has 4 assists. But it's the name of the game here is scoring points in the paint. Spring Arbor only has 8, whereas Grace has 24 points. So that's just pretty much been the name of the game. It just looks like Grace honestly wants this game more.
I would have to agree. I mean, they're pushing the pace. They're locking down on defense. Spring Arbor has not had any answers so far on the offensive or defensive end.
Yeah, it just looks like they just came, not really want to play, or maybe they're just looking a little groggy. I'm not quite sure. But maybe the second half they'll wake up a bit. So at halftime, Spring Arbor 21, Grace Lancers 39 on the Cougar Sports Network.
Our team mantra is we seek to maximize our potential as students, as athletes, as people for the glory of God.
What drew me to the SAU soccer program was definitely just the excellence that they conduct themselves in on and off the field. The group of girls is like a family. It's just such a competitive program. That's what makes it so great, is that it pushes me to be the best player I can be, both on the field and off the field, like spiritually.
What we've done is really try to bring in the right people to set up a culture that allows for a very Christ-like environment where we can also be very competitive nationally on the soccer field. And the way that that lives itself out inside of our program is in everything that we do. It's in the way that we train. It's in the way that we encourage each other. It's in the way that we hold each other accountable.
I've grown so much here. Definitely made my faith my own. You hear a lot of people say that, and that's definitely something that I've experienced. I just want to be a person that is like known for Christ and not known for soccer. Christ follower first, like soccer player second.
I wanted to go to a school where there was a positive environment. In high school, I definitely felt like another number. I had an injury my senior year, and it kind of bothered me a little bit because I wasn't performing well at all. But Coach Smith, he's the head coach here, he kept inspiring me and motivating me, just letting me know that I'm trying my best. The coaches are so open and just always willing to like just talk to me late at night if it seems like I'm having a bad day.
My coaches have been my primary mentors, my biggest encouragement. They are actively investing in growing those leadership qualities in me. They're involving me in their decisions on the team so that I can be a leader to the people on the team.
I tell the girls that you guys might not ever want to be missionaries, but every single day you walk out on the field, even on campus or anywhere you go, you guys are a mission for what Christ has for you. We pray with the other team after we get done playing. We'll actually circle up on the field. I've had kids come up to my kids and say, hey, thanks a lot for letting us pray with you. That's really cool. The girls love the Lord. They're teaching others to love the Lord that haven't had that experience that they have. Every time we walk off this campus, or every time we want to wear a shirt that says we're Spring Arbor University, I want to make sure that we are showing God's love in all we do.
There's so much more to life than just sports. What we're doing here is just helping us become like the better person that we're going to be in the future. I think if I can get through balancing school, balancing working, balancing running, it's just setting me up for what is to come. I feel like I'm a lot more mature than when I came in here, and so I thank Spring Arbor for that.
When you're in an environment like in soccer where nothing less than like your best effort has to be given, stuff like that translates into my schoolwork.
Our academic success over the last 10 years, we have been over a 3.5. This past year, we were actually 9th in the whole country, considering NCAA 1, 2, 3 and JUCOs. They're not just here to play softball, they're here to learn to love the Lord, but they're also here to get a great education, and Spring Arbor provides that for them.
So if we're on the bus, the books are out. If we're in the hotel, the books are out, and we're in touch with what they're doing academically, we're in touch with what they're doing socially, how they're doing spiritually. We meet with them regularly, and we really are expecting their best in all areas of their life. We're working on multiple facets of the student and not just their athletics.
I'm hoping to accomplish just furthering God's kingdom. That's what we're about here. Sure, national championships are great, but as long as we're going out on the field and playing for God's glory, reflecting that even off the field, then I feel like we've accomplished our mission, we've accomplished our goal.
Career, but do you have a competitive advantage? An online degree from Spring Arbor University can set you apart in as few as 18 months. Ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best colleges in the region, we offer a respected and convenient way to excel in business, communication, nursing, education, and spiritual leadership. Enjoy a renewed commitment to your career and family, and advancement in your sphere of influence. Spring Arbor University Online. Live on purpose.
And welcome back to Bakowitz Court. I'm Matthew Plumetosh and my partner Patrick Dorr. And it's kind of been an ugly game.
It has been.
If I'm being honest.
It has been, and the score reflects that. But hey, we've seen all year long that Spring Arbor is a second half team.
Yes, absolutely.
So they might be down 18 right now, but at the end of the game, chances are they will not be down 18.
I mean, the chance could be very high.
There's a chance it could be higher than 18. There's also a chance it could be lower than 18.
Absolutely. Start of the second half here at Bakowitz Court. Nelson goes down low and gets the Cougars on the board. 2 quick points.
What'd I tell you, Matt? What'd I tell you?
Hey, never doubt Patrick Dorr.
Lancer lead down to 16, Matt.
Odds are it's going to be a different number than 16 at the end of this one. And a good defensive stop there by the Cougars. Sarah White rips that rebound down. Pass goes up to Lear. And she dribbles, drives, shoots, no good. Rebound by White. White, nice little spin move, lays it up and lays it in.
Sarah White picking up where Ryan Lair left off, leaving the defender in the dust.
Sarah White doing her best merry-go-round impersonation. And she's just spins, lays it up and lays it in. There's Drake. Hands it off to Sugg. Her shot is no good. Rebound by Nelson. Ooh, nice behind the back move there by Johnson. Pass it to Goggin, back to Johnson. Johnson to Goggin in the corner. Goes down low to White. Foul is going to be called on the Cougars. It's Sarah White.
Now, man, it's still early, but I think you could tell, even in the first 2 possessions here, Spring Arbor has come out with a lot more energy than anything that we saw in the first half.
No, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. It kind of looks like they're like, hey, time to wake up. Let's play some basketball. And they come out here, nice little 4-0 run. And we'll see if they can get that lead down even more. Sugg for 3, and she hits it.
3-point basket number 21, Brooke Sugg.
Now we wouldn't really blame it on the defense. I mean, that was just a deep shot, and she hit it.
That's right. You know, sometimes talent beats hard work.
But hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Did you come up with that, Matt? That's so poetic. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I did not, sadly. I did not come up with that.
Do you think that Grace's lead is a result of talent or hard work?
Honestly, hard work. They've just outworked Spring Arbor, but nice little fadeaway by Faith Johnson.
With the hard work and a little bit of talent.
A lot of talent, a lot of hard work. Faith Johnson. So Drake. A little shove there by Kelsey Peterson. Hands it off to Brooke Sugg, and her shot is good.
And Brooke Sugg has just been dominating this game for the Lancers.
Yeah, she's just having a great game.
She's got, trying to pull some stats up here.
Pulling some stats up while he's doing the camera. Patrick Dorr.
A little bit of a lag there, I apologize. But Brooke Sugg has 19 points in this game so far.
Wow.
Which is pretty close to half of Grace's total points.
Yeah, the next leading scorer behind her is Veronica Drake, but she only has 8. So I'm hoping Coach Frost came up with a game plan at halftime to stop Miss Sugg. Ball's loose, rebound to Drake. Drake drives, kicks it to Peterson. Peterson up top to Minix. Minix drives, spins, lays it up, gets fouled. Gonna send her to the line to shoot 2.
Cougar foul number 11, Ryan Lair, her second.
It's gonna be Ryan Lair's second.
24, Lexi Minix.
And also the Cougars' second foul of the third quarter. Lexi Minix misses her first free throw. But she makes the second one. Spring Arbor's got to find a way to cut down this lead.
That they do, and I think they do it through energy, Matt. We saw it at the start of the second half. They came out just roaring. Rachel Nelson showing us what she's got. Knocking down a 3 ball.
She says, hey boys, don't forget about me. I can shoot the 3. And she does there as the lead goes down to 15.
Yeah, maybe we just need to talk about how Spring Arbor needs to pick up the pace every time on offense.
I guess so. But
See what
the
happens.
problem really hasn't been, I mean, it has been from the offensive end, but defensively they've been having a hard time stopping Brooke Sugg. She has 19 points.
Well, not only Brooke Sugg, but the entire team. Grace is shooting just under 50% at 48% from the field. So Spring Arbor is struggling a little bit to stop the entire Grace team.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Minix to Drake. Who hands it off to Peterson. And there's Sugg. Her shot's no good. A rare miss by her tonight as Faith Johnson grabs that rebound. Brooke Sugg is shooting 8 for 12 from the field. She's having herself a phenomenal game. And she has it now. She kicks it back to Drake. Drake to Peterson. Spins, looks, shoots, and she somehow finds a way to get that ball in the basket.
It wasn't pretty, Matt, but the scoreboard doesn't say how you scored. It just says that you scored.
Yes, it does. Johnson drives, kicks it back to Nelson. Now Nelson tries to go up, gets that ball stripped. Blocking foul going to be called on Miss Faith Johnson.
Cougar foul number 12, Faith Johnson.
That's her first. Spring Arbor's third of the third quarter.
Number 43, Gabby Barnett, and number 21, Gracie Cabana.
Gabby Barnett and Gracie Cabana check in, while Sarah White and Faith Johnson head to the bench. Grace enjoying a 17-point lead with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. It's been a relatively low-scoring quarter as Spring Arbor has scored 9 and Grace has scored 8 in the third quarter. Drake. Good ball movement here by the Lancers. A 3 ball by Brooke Sugg. And she has 22 points on the game as she extends the Lancer lead to 20.
And 22 points, and we're not even into the fourth quarter yet, Matt.
Oh, I know. Man, she's having herself a game.
Seems like every time she shoots the ball, it's going in.
Kind of a bailout call, if you ask me, called on the Lancers, as that call's going to be on Autumn Goggin as Kelsey Peterson picks up her third foul.
So Anne-Marie Wright checks in for the senior, Autumn Goggin.
Lair, mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound by Minix. To Drake. Peterson back to Drake. Oh, Minix wasn't looking as that pass bounces off her shoulder and taken away by Gracie Cabana. Good defense there, though, by the Lancers, as that ball goes out of bounds. Still Cougar basketball. Nelson to Cabana. To Wright for 3. The lefty shot's no good. Ball goes out of bounds off the Lancers.
Brian Lair showing her hustle out there in the corner.
Something that I have enjoyed from Spring Arbor this season has been just they're just trying to grind out there. They don't look at the scoreboard. Even when the games aren't going their way, they never give up. And they're just out there grinding.
You know, this is especially apparent in the second half, Matt. As we've seen all season long, Spring Arbor has a little bit more of a sense of urgency in the third and fourth quarters as compared to the first and second.
Three ball there by Michaela Box is no good. Suggs rips that ball away. Top to Minix. To Drake. Lancers are taking their time. Drake drives, spins, fadeaway shot blocked by Rachel Nelson. And there she comes away with the rebound. Nelson to Cabana. Back to Nelson. Down low to Barnett. Spins. Lays it up and lays it in.
Good to see Gabby Barnett picking up her first points of this contest.
Sugg is going to get fouled. Going to send her to the line to shoot a pair.
Cougar foul number
Now stay tuned after the conclusion of this game. The guys basketball team is going to face off against the Lancers as well. Spring Arbor against Grace. It's going to be a great matchup. Both teams need this.
Yeah, no, Spring Arbor needs it, especially if they've dropped down to 5th in the Crossroads League standings. They're sitting at 7-8 in the conference, which is just a testament to the quality of the Crossroads League in terms of men's basketball. I mean, they have 5 teams ranked in the top 25 or receiving votes, which is really just unheard of.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy how good the Crossroads League is, and I'm kind of wondering how many at-large bids the Crossroads League is going to get for the national tournament. It's Gabby Barnett with a nice little mid-range jumper. But yeah, Spring Arbor needs to climb back up in the standings as the first 4 teams in the league get to host up a league tournament game.
That's right. And if Spring Arbor wants to have any hope of making the national tournament, they need to be able to make a run in the conference tournament. And right now they're sitting at the 5 seed. And if they're the 5 seed, that means their road to winning a conference tournament would be a little bit tough.
Yeah.
So even making it to the 4 seed would be a lot better than a 5 seed.
No, absolutely. The 4 seed gets to host a game where the 5 seed has to go away.
That's right.
Game. And plus, wouldn't you like to hear our voices? I don't know about you, Patrick, but I would love to call a playoff game. Cabana lays it up and lays it in. Spring Arbor going on a little run here.
Lancer lead is trimmed to 16 here with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
There's Kaylee Warble, who just checked into this game, the freshman forward. It's Rachel Montgomery with it now, hands it off to Suggs. So kicks it back to Montgomery. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by the Cougars. They're going to have the last possession of this game as Fellpash has it. Excuse me, last possession of this quarter. Now to Cabana. Fellpash. She drives, gets that ball stripped away, but somehow manages to find Barnett down low.
Yeah, she got the ball just knocked away from her, but the pass went right to Gabby Barnett underneath.
And at the conclusion of the 3rd quarter, Spring Arbor 38, Lancers 52. We'll be back from the Cougar Sports Network.
Home and everything that's comfortable to you, core is the first thing that begins to fill that space. And it really helps you get to see the great community that Spring Arbor has.
One of my best friends here and my greatest mentors is a man named Damon Seacott, who pours into my life and everyone's life around him. And those kind of relationships are what keep people here and what attract people to Spring Arbor.
I'm the music promoter here at Spring Arbor, so it's my job to organize the music events on campus. I'm really privileged to be able to have this opportunity because at a bigger school it would be much harder for me to be able to get this position because I'd be competing with so many other students.
CORE also has a cross-cultural experience. Once I got to Cambodia, I found out as a place of restoration for their people and for people around them. The biggest thing I've learned at Spring Arbor is not knowledge itself, but how to obtain knowledge and how to think critically. We go out into the world and we live as the unique person that we are to affect the world, the church, and those around us in a positive way.
All right, so the start of the 4th quarter here at Bachwitz Court. The Lancers lead the Cougars by 14.
Shot by Montgomery. That shot was Warble. That shot's no good. Back to the Lancers. Kicks it out to Godfrey. Spins it to the corner of the box. Her shot is no good. Rebound by Wright.
Great defense there from the freshman Anne-Marie Wright. Picking up the deflection and sticking with her player.
Her first, team first.
Gracie Cabana draws a foul. That one's going to go on Johanna Stahl. Cabana with it. Right down low to Barnett. Barnett to Shields. Shields to right for three, and the freshman gets on the board. Spring Arbor showing some late life here as they trim the lead to 11. What we have seen in the second half is Spring Arbor has seen most of their points come from in the paint.
Absolutely. We've seen a large increase in that, Matt. Would they have 4 points in the first half in the paint? They're up to 20 now, which is evening out against Grace as they picked up 2 more in the paint, so they're up to 30.
Yeah, that was Kaylee Warble. Gets that one.
But if you're Coach Frost for Spring Arbor, you have to be happy with that improvement.
Shields to Felposh, corner to right. For three, no good. Foul is going to be an off-ball foul on Spring Arbor. Number 20, Caitlin Shields. Her first, team first. So here's Stoll. Hands it off to Godfrey. Godfrey to Box. Box back to Stoll. Nice little move there. Box with it. Drives, spins, lays it up. No good, rebound. Goes to Gabby Barnett of the Cougars. Here's Feldposh. Feldposh to Cabana. Back to Feldposh. She drives, Kizzy Cabana for three. They need this one, and they get it. Big three there by the freshman. Gracie Cabana.
Yeah, Gracie Cabana just showing the crowd what she can do. She was a great shooter in high school, and she's bringing her talents to Spring Arbor. Some may say South Beach. Over to LeBron James, taking his talents to South Beach. But Gracie Cabana, she took her talents to Spring Arbor.
Kaylee.
Number 50, Kaylee Warble.
Tiana Felposh picks up a foul. And that sends Kaylee Warble to the line. She's going to miss her first one. $7:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Grace leads by 11. But like we said, Spring Arbor's a second half team. Third quarter, they outscored Grace 17-13, and now in the fourth quarter, they're outscoring them 6-2.
Absolutely. And Coach Frost has made a change. He's put in the freshman Gracie Cabana. She's been running the point in place of Faith Johnson. Ever since he's made that switch, Spring Arbor has been picking up the pace a little bit as they've trimmed a 20-point deficit down to just 11, and that could be even less after Anne-Marie Wright gets 2 shots here.
She does make her first, but this would be a big one here as the lead would trim back to single digits.
We haven't seen that since the end of the first quarter when Grace led 18-9.
Wright makes both of them. Lead is trimmed to 9. You can kind of feel a little bit of energy getting picked up in this crowd. Spring Arbor's going on a little bit of a run. That is Drake. So in the second half, Spring Arbor is outscoring Grace 18-25.
That's a good number.
That's a good number. Good move there by Caitlin Shields. But she just cannot finish. But rebound is by the Cougars. So here's Felposh to Cabana. To right. Back to Shields, down low to Sarah White, and she's going to get fouled. It's going to be on the floor, though.
Spring Arbor showing some good patience on the offensive end there as they fed it down low.
You can kind of see Grace's shooting has cooled off as now they're only shooting 41% from the field, 31% from 3. And Spring Arbor's picked up their clip a little bit. They're 36 from the field and 35 from beyond the arc. Shields fadeaway is good.
Caitlin Shields part 2. Pulling the same move, and she knocks that one down.
Oh man, the bench loves that one. You can hear them screaming.
Oh yeah, you saw it coming. As soon as she got the ball, she held it for a little bit, gave a little smile, a little shake and bake. And next thing you knew, Spring Arbor only down 9.
There's Cabana. A little shake and bake of her own. She was behind her back, and she's going to get fouled. It's at number 21, Brooke Sugg. It's only her second. Timeout is going to be taken by the Lancers. 5:48 left to go in this one. Should be a good one. Grace leads by 9.
All right, checking back in here at Bachwitz Court. 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Spring Arbor only down 9, Matt, and they're making a run for it.
Yes, they are, which is what we'd love to see and what we've kind of come to expect from this Spring Arbor team. They usually, for some reason, show up a little slow in the first half, but second half, man, they tear it up. So here's Shields. Right for 3. Big if it goes, and it does. Oh, man, the bench loves it. The lead is trimmed to 6, and at one point it was up to 18.
Just incredible from Spring Arbor here in the second half. And I think a large part of this stems from their shutting down of Brooke Sugg. We haven't said her name in probably the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, maybe even some of the third quarter. So here's Drake, and she's going to say, hey, I got to score here. I'm going to quiet y'all down as she gives them an 8-point lead. Right, Cabana, back to right. Wants to go down low, she gives it to Shields. Foul is going to be called on the Lancers. That is 23, Pam Miller, the junior forward from Warsaw, Indiana, picks up her 4th foul.
And Spring Arbor's bigs are doing a great job down low drawing fouls, Matt. We've seen a lot of that in the first half, and then Sarah White is continuing that into the second half. As she knocks down her first free throw. And hey, we say it a lot up here in the booth, but free throws are crucial. And it looks like they might be essential in this game, as Sarah White is no good on her second try.
Yeah, Spring Arbor shooting 6 for 9 from the free throw strike, as the Lancers are 5 for 7. Drake to Minix, back to Drake. To Peterson. To Sugg. Foul is going to be called on Spring Arbor.
Looks like that's going to be number 21, Gracie Cabana.
Gracie Cabana, first, second, team's third. At the line to the left.
Which may or may not be a good choice here. You know, late in the game, Pam Miller was just streaking down the lane, and it pays off there as an easy 2 points. It's no longer an easy 2 points.
Absolutely not. She misses her first. This would be big if it goes. It does not. Rebound to the Cougars.
So the foul pays off there from Gracie Cabana as the lead stays at 7.
So Cabana with it. Goes down low to White. She gets double teamed. Out to Cabana for 3. She She hits it. Oh man, the freshman came to play today. Gracie Cabana doing it all for the Cougars. Lead down to 4. With 4 minutes left to go in this game, it's anyone's game at this point.
Absolutely, and Gracie Cabana has just single-handedly brought the Cougars back in the 4th quarter. That's an unfortunate.
No way that just happened.
This unfortunate turn of events there, a deflection.
Does Caitlin Shields get the 2 points?
I don't believe so. But, you know, great defense there from Spring Arbor, but just a terrible outcome there.
I just don't know how that happened.
It just got knocked right into the basket.
The pass was coming through the lane. She swiped her paw at it, smacks it up, and it falls.
Just incredible. Not what Spring Arbor needed. As the deficit goes back to 6.
So they're going to actually give those 2 points to Brooke Sugg.
Sarah White had a wide open layup down low, but she could not convert with the left hand. That would have been big. So just over 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter here, and the Lancers are up by 6, 61-55.
Something I've kind of been surprised by Coach Frost is that we haven't seen Autumn Goggin or Rachel Nelson this entire 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. We haven't seen Autumn Goggin
or even Faith Johnson.
Or Faith Johnson, yeah, 2 seniors. But, you know, we got to give credit where credit's due, and the players that Coach Frost has on the floor right now are making a difference.
Yeah, they're producing.
As we got 2 sophomores and 3 freshmen out there. And Grace calls a timeout.
Grace College calls it full.
Yeah, 6-point lead to the Lancers. 3:05 left to go in this one. It's going to be a good one. Stay tuned.
Career, but do you have a competitive advantage? An online degree from Spring Arbor University can set you apart in as few as 18 months. Ranked by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best colleges in the region, we offer a respected and convenient way to excel in business, communication, nursing, education, and spiritual leadership. Enjoy a renewed commitment to your career and family, and advancement in your sphere of influence. Spring Arbor University Online. Live on purpose.
All right, so we're checking back in here. Grace has an inbounds pass, and they're lining up in what looks to be the classic line inbounds play. So they're going to try and find Drake, but she cannot corral the ball. And that's going to go out of bounds off the Cougars, so Lance is going to get a second chance at this one.
Yeah, no time was taken off the shot clock, so that was pretty much just a free play. There's Sugg.
Cabana showing lots of pressure on her.
Sugg
pays off. And she cannot connect. And Gabby Barnett's going to draw the foul on Brooke Sugg, and she's going to head to the line.
That's going to send her to the line.
Man.
That potentially might be a big foul on Sugg as she picks up her 3rd. There's only 3 minutes left to go in this one, but during crunch time, you might have to start fouling people.
That's true. These 2 free throws are going to be massive. As Barnett connects on the 1st. And we've seen a 22-point lead for the Lancers trimmed down to 5 here, Matt.
Possibly 4.
Possibly 4.
And it
is 4. So what a turnaround. You can hear it from the crowd, especially the Spring Arbor bench. They're loving the way this game is going.
Yeah, Spring Arbor is outscoring Grace in the 4th quarter, 17-9. They're going to call a foul there on Spring Arbor as Drake is going to get a chance for an and 1. That was big.
Absolutely. Looks like every time Spring Arbor looks to make a emphatic run, Grace just somehow comes back and comes up with a 3-pointer or a 3-point play of some kind.
Coach Frost did not like that call.
Oh, it looked like Drake just kind of bounced off Gabby Barnett.
That pass is knocked out of bounds by the Lancers. So Spring Arbor needs to get points. They need to get them fast. That is an errant pass, and that's picked off by the Lancers. That was not what Coach Frost drew up.
Yeah, not a smart play there. Throwing it into traffic near half court. And this gives Grace the opportunity to run the clock down a little bit and possibly extend their lead.
What looked like a promising run here by Spring Arbor is now looking good.
Oh my, another foul call.
Man. This one is on 32.
Number 32, Tiana Feldposh, her third. At the line for the Lakers, number 20.
Tiana Feldposh. And Autumn Goggins going to get her first minutes in the fourth quarter. As Drake misses her free throw.
This is the Cougars, number 22, Autumn Goggins.
Autumn Goggins checks in for Feldposh. Drake's second free throw is good. Gives Grace a 7-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Spring Arbor's got to score, and they got to score quick. Barnett to Shields. To Cabana. Corner to right. Right, Shields. Shields, Goggin. Down low to Barnett. Kicks out to Cabana. Step back three. Does not fall. They needed points on that possession, and they could not.
Absolutely. Spring Arbor's going to take that much time off the clock. They need to come up with points, Matt.
So Veronica Drake has the opportunity to dribble the ball out. A lot of times taking off his Suggs, running floater, and she's been doing that all game.
Yeah.
That's 28 points for her now. Timeout's going to be taken by Spring Arbor as this game's all but over as Grace has a 10-point lead. We'll be back on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back to Bakowitz Court as Grace enjoys a 10-point lead with a minute left to go. Game's not over, but just about a miracle would have to happen for Spring Arbor to walk away with this one. Spring Arbor taking a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, this is certainly not what you want. Taking over half the shot clock, and they haven't even put up a shot yet. But Barnett converts on her effort as the Cougars break out the full court press with 44 seconds to go here. Down by 8. So the Lancers somehow get the ball out there. And it looks like this one might be wrapping up here.
Yeah.
28 seconds to go. Cougars down by 8.
Her first. At the
And Matt, I think this now is a great time to give a big thank you to the guy behind the scenes, Mr. Andrew Jones, who's been having himself a great February so far. Probably one of the best of his life. He's put in some great hours here in the booth, and heard he's been making a difference in somebody's life.
Absolutely, Andrew Jones got himself a girlfriend. That's what we love to see. Some lucky lady finally sees the value of Andrew Jones.
We can't put the camera on Mr. Jones right now, but I'd say his face is...
He's happy.
He's happy.
He is happy.
He's happy.
He is in a great position. He's doing basketball games, making magic happen.
That's right.
On the computer. Autumn Goggin knocks a free throw down. And makes both of her free throws on senior night.
And we can't forget the other man up here with us, DB.
Dong Bin.
A legend in his own right.
Yeah, he's out here recording the camera for the girls basketball so they can work on some tape. They foul Grace yet again. This one on Tiona Feldposh. Her fourth. With 11 seconds to go, this one's just about over, Pat.
Yep. Spring Arbor tried to make a push for it here late in the second half, and it was fun to watch, Matt. I mean, crowd was getting into it. The Spring Arbor bench loved it, and they trimmed the lead down to 4. And then, unfortunately, that deflection from Spring Arbor that ended up going into the basket. It's a crazy event. And ever since then, Grace has regained control of this game.
Spring Arbor calls a 30-second timeout. We're going to step away. We'll be back in a second.
Spring Arbor University, offering associate, bachelor's, and master's level degrees on campus in Spring Arbor, Michigan. On-site throughout Michigan and Ohio, and online.
All right, back early. 11 seconds to go. Going to give you guys some stats here at home. So if things hold as they are, Grace is going to end this game shooting around 44%. They were 27-62 from the field, and the standout player for them,
Brooke Sugg.
Brooke Sugg, putting up 30 points. Just unstoppable. And for Spring Arbor, they were paced by Gracie Cabana, the freshman, with 14 points. She came in the second half and provided the spark for the Cougars as the final buzzer sounds on this one. Final score, Grace 71, Spring Arbor 61.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious who the MVP of the game is, and that would be
Brooke Sugg.
Brooke Sugg.
Yeah, certainly the player of the game. She was the difference maker for the Lancers and pretty much for Spring Arbor as well, as they were unable to stop her.
Yeah, she was 11 for 17 from the field, 4 for 7 behind the arc, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds, 3 assists with 30 points.
Yeah, and she was backed up by her fellow guard, Veronica Drake. She piled in 18 points on 6 of 16 shooting, so a little bit less efficient, but still producing there. And then Spring Arbor, we already told you about Gracie Cabana, but the other freshman, Anne-Marie Wright, piling in 11 points on 3 of 6 shooting from three-point range. And sophomore center, Gabby Barnett, she put in 10 points as well. And so the two seniors, Autumn Goggin, who are about to be on it here, she had 9 points, and Faith Johnson, she had 3.
So that's going to do it from us in the booth. We're going to leave the live stream running as they have a little bit of a ceremony here for Faith Johnson and Autumn Goggin. Thank you for watching.
God bless. It's about time.
So Bethel has to lose today, right?
This is probably stats on this. We're going to have all the stats on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to recognize the Spring Arbor University Women's Basketball 2018 senior class. Every year, Spring Arbor is proud to have student athletes who represent the school well through their hard work both on the court and in the classroom. Spring Arbor is privileged to have two seniors that have contributed to the history and tradition of the Cougars during their time at SAU, and we would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time. Our first senior is Autumn Guyton from Kingsley, Michigan, and she is the daughter of Kim and Mike Guyton. Autumn has scored 1,155 career points and ranked 14th on the program's all-time scoring list. Coach Frost said, Autumn has been such a steady presence on our team over the last 4 years. She will finish her career holding the single-game scoring record, single-game free throw record, as well as hitting several game-winning shots throughout her 4 years. Off the court, she has been a great teammate and leader for this group of young ladies. When asked about her favorite memory as part of the program, she said, the memories that will stick out most to me in the future are the little moments I got to spend with my teammates, whether that was in Arizona, Chicago, on bus rides, in the locker room, or on the court. Autumn has been recognized as an NAIA Scholar Athlete as a business administration major. After graduation, she plans to move back to Traverse City and hopes to one day own her own business. Let's hear it for number 22, Autumn Guyton. Our next senior is Faith Johnson from White House, Ohio, and she is another happy and fun. Coach Frost said, Faith has been such a vital part of our program for the past 4 years. She has been one of the most versatile players we have had since I've been at SAU, playing major minutes at all 5 positions at one point in time in her career. Faith is such a great example for our underclassmen of being a servant leader on and off the court. Faith's favorite memories as part of the program were the trip to Arizona last year and just hanging out in the locker room, the bus rides to games, and playing basketball with her friends. Faith is a graphic design major and has been recognized as an NAIA Scholar Athlete. After graduation, she plans to work in the Toledo area in her field of graphic design and possibly assist in coaching high school girls basketball. Let's hear it for number 12, Faith Johnson. Let's have one more big round of applause for our 2018 senior class.